bus now going to the first train station and then get to the Liverpool Street. And from Liverpool Street I'm taking overground to get to the Epping Forest. This is literally my first time going on Elizabeth Line. It's the new train line built in London. It was opened very, very recently. So I'm pretty curious to see how it looks. I actually went to the wrong overground station, so I'm going all the way back from Shoreditch to Liverpool Street now, but I didn't see any directions to overground trains on Liverpool Street, so this sucks. Probably not going to make the whole hike, but I'm going to try anyway. Also, I'm sweating like mad in this jacket. It's pretty good. It's North Face, something I got on the discount. It's pretty well made for £100. I am finally in Chingford. Just left the train and I'm on the path. It's going to be 21 kilometers through Epping Forest, and so far, exactly as I predicted, it is completely covered in mud. But the good thing is that the whole thing is kind of frozen and I'm not really getting wet feet at the moment. Yeah, I hope it kind of normalizes further down the trail. What did I get myself into? I hope it's not going to be the whole way like this. I'm probably going to fall at least once, and it's not going to be funny because I'm going to be just soaked and I'm going to probably freeze to death. This is obscene. I think it's going to be like this all of the way through and throughout. Whatever, we'll do it anyway. Check out the view. I'm walking the path backwards because there's a pub on the other end and I'm considering to actually go get something to eat after I'm done because I didn't get that much food with me. And yeah, this is going to be me getting footage back and forth. I'm going to try to get as cinematic as possible, but also this is my first video, so I'm not putting really high pressure on myself. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cover the whole distance in the amount of time I got in the daylight, because GoPro sucks at night and I don't have any lights with me. That would be silly to take the lights on the hike. I'm very lucky that there's a lot of ice instead of just pure wet mud. It's really awkward for me to figure out what to do with the microphone. Should I be switching it on and off every single time I'm planning to talk, or just keep it on all the time? No idea. Literally few minutes into the hike and my GoPro got stuck and I had to like disassemble all my setup, get off the media mode, unscrew the tripod just to pull out the battery, and so that the GoPro starts working again. So I was hoping that the whole thing was exaggerated and that it's not true that the GoPro is lagging all the time, but turns out it's not an exaggeration, it's the truth, and that's the case. And I hope it doesn't happen every few minutes, that I can actually like use it as a camera is supposed to be used, not like unscrewing the whole setup every fucking 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. Would have been nice to be able to like walk all these paths off the beaten path, like through the woods. Instead, what I'm doing is trying to not get my feet wet. Seems like the issue with the GoPro freezing is gonna be a problem, so I'm not even bothered to put my tripod on. I don't know how I'm gonna get the cinematic footage I was into planning to get, but oh well, just gotta try and stay positive because this is really pissing me off. Okay, from this point on I'm trying to record audio and video separately, see how I manage when I'm gonna be editing the footage, because otherwise taking off the media mode to take the battery out and put it back in, I need to detach the tripod, which is annoying because without detaching the tripod you cannot remove the media mode of the GoPro to be able to access the battery and take it off and put it back in. My shoes are completely ruined, but I mean, I bought them kind of with the intention to use for this kind of stuff, so it's fine. Basically, my mindset at the moment is, yeah, it's not perfect. I can't record audio and directly output it to my GoPro, but I'm gonna try my best, and I take it as a learning experience. And I'm going to try to work out how to make it work with the equipment I currently have, as I'm not intending to buy anything crazy new at the moment, because like these things are expensive. Let's go check out this tiny little lake I'm passing by now. No idea what this place is called, but it's beautiful. There's ice everywhere. I like these little mossy islands around and all the trees. Okay, so now I'm going a little bit off the path because I've seen there's a nice little pond and I want to check it out. It's like right there. It's usually a little bit less mud if you go off the main trail. I mean, hard to call this a main trail. This is wild. Ugh. Jesus. Like, how does it get so bad? Let's just try to push on. This is some fairy tale stuff. It's really nice. Oh, this is surreal, mate. This is beautiful. I'm gonna chill out here for a second. Oh, I'm gonna get my ham sandwich. Eat that sucker up. This is probably the most romantic and cinematic Tesco sandwich I have eaten in my life. Gonna head around the lake. Why do I keep calling it lake? I don't know. It is just a pond. It could have been one of those gravel ponds from the whatever 1800s. Like a long time ago, people used to dig up gravel from these bad boys because there's plenty of this resource. In the meantime, I'm just stepping up in what do you call it? In the wet hole in the ground. Looks nice though. Could have also been one of the World War II bombs. Because on the internet it said that there are a few ponds that are created because of the war. I really need to find a spot where I can relieve myself. I really need to pee. I have already measured quarter of the distance, so I'm on pretty good pace. I mean, visually, I would say it's quarter of the distance. Now I just need to understand which way I need to go. It looks like this one there's a massive loss of elevation. I can't see my trail though, so I hope there's not going to be any wet obstacles for me to get back on the trail. Even though it's cold outside, I get hot very fast, almost like sweaty. But then when I stop, in literally minutes, it becomes freezing again because of all the sweat. Hence, you don't need too many layers when you're hiking, even in lower temperatures. I mean, unless it's like proper cold. Literally just almost fell down, and this would be a very not fun fall to experience. This is like literally ice. Have to be careful in these. Could break a bone. I actually enjoy that there is a bit of a elevation, but it is very tiring when you need to return back to pick up your camera every single time. That's some serious elevation. This is going to be good practice when I'm actually going to get on some real mountain trails, which I am intending to try and do at some point, like Snowdonia and stuff like that. Because this channel primarily, I'm planning it to be more of a like outdoors channel where I'm just exploring the planet. Is it a well or something? Very scenic. I think I'm about 1/3 in already. The pace is really good, to be honest, and I'm intending to maintain it as long as I can. Currently massaging myself through this incredible forest. It's beautiful, but it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Sounds like a very city thing to say, but yeah, I think this forest would look a lot nicer in the summer or spring, and it wouldn't be as wet, and maybe my GoPro wouldn't turn off all the time, but I'm enjoying it a lot. This is great. So here in Epping Forest, you can actually let your animals, like cows and I don't know, I guess horses, to graze in this area, and that was introduced by some kind of queen, king type of thing a long time ago, when London and all the like royal institutions, whatever, the big guys decided that Epping Forest is going to be a public area for people to enjoy, which is nice. I'm very grateful that they did that thing. Actually wrote the script with all this information, but I don't really personally care about this information. I don't think any other people care about it. If you want to, you can find a lot of information online. I'm more gonna reflect my experience through these hikes, and maybe I'm gonna motivate somebody to go and enjoy these things. And let's check out this view over here. That looks pretty incredible, if you ask me. Whew, I'm getting a bit dehydrated. My current system of hydration is not ideal. Probably need to get some of those flexible flasks that runners use. Getting a headache. But it's crazy how much the environment changes in this forest, because like this is completely different. Hydration is really important, because you don't want to get a headache like I have now. Pro hiking tips. I have decided that I'm gonna cut this a little bit short because I have little to none daylight left. So I'm gonna cut it right there where the trail converges. I'm pretty sure that there's nothing really crazy fun happening here because there's like a main road by it. So I'm just gonna do that. Hopefully have enough time to get to some of the food places. I think there's something here. And maybe get some food. Who knows? Let's crack on. There are quite a few roads cutting through Epping Forest. And we're back in the wilderness. It's alright. Oh man, definitely getting tired. And it looks like my GoPro is getting tired too. But I have another spare battery. I didn't have anything for breakfast. I think that plays a role into me feeling like that. But also it is a 20-kilometer trail and I haven't walked anything that long for a while. But I gotta get better if I'm intending and planning to do like any like crazy 100-kilometer or anything like that, or multi-day hikes, which are gonna be a lot harder than this. So just gonna suck it up, take it as a training day. God damn, I am exhausted at this point. Even though my bag is not that heavy, there's not that much stuff in there. My back and neck still hurts. pray that the summer is coming. That right there is King's Oak. This pub slash restaurant exists for like a lot of years. Anyway, it's a very old place. I was planning to eat there, but I kind of want to get home as quick as I can because it is extremely cold outside. It is getting colder by the minute, and I have very limited amounts of daylight left. So I gotta get back ASAP, and there is, I don't know, maybe like 6-7 kilometers, maybe less, left to go. So I'm just gonna crack on and then get a fat meal when I get home. No idea where I'm going at the moment. The map shows this way. Now I need to like gracefully get over this massive log. They're slippery, so gotta be careful. Don't want to fall and break something. I'm pretty sure that this is not the path, because literally there is no path. But I guess I wanted to go more of a in the woods type of trail. Maybe it is. I mean, it looks like a path. Imagine you would be living like right there in the Epping Forest. How epic would that be? Maybe a little bit creepy, just a tiny bit. Now we're crossing another road. Looks like this is the way. No, it's not, but we're not too far from the main path. Somewhere over there, but I'm just gonna keep heading towards the way I'm going. But there's a nice pond over there. Should I go check it out? I'm really short on daylight. I mean, this was a very spontaneous idea because I didn't really have any tasks at work, and I thought I'm just gonna go do this hike and test out my equipment and see what can I improve upon making these hiking videos. So this is gonna be a really good experience, and I'm enjoying it. It is very tiring. I am exhausted at this point. I haven't also recovered from the gym sessions I had a few days ago. So it is a nice little test of the will. I think GPS is not really working because of bad signal, so I'm kind of going blind in the forest. Kind of creepy a little bit, not too much. Oh fuck. Fucking hell. I keep diverging away from the path. There's a road ahead of me, so we're going to be crossing that road pretty soon. So I'm just going to head in that direction, and hopefully it's going to be fine. I read in one of the articles I was reading about Epping Forest when I was kind of planning this, quote unquote, planning this out. I haven't done most of the things that I planned. There used to be bears in this forest. Imagine if that would be the case now. I would be way more worried at the moment than I am now. There's the path. I'm back on track. I just realized I went a huge chunk with a lot of talking, and it turns out I didn't turn my DJI mic on. So there's gonna be a lot of shitty GoPro audio. Apologies. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting back on the actual trail, but it doesn't seem like my GPS location is changing at all. Maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. There's a creepy church behind me. Definitely not going there. The mud is serious over here. Oh no, my GPS location just moved a little bit. This is like almost an adventure. A tiny little one. And a lot of steps and a lot of calories burnt, which is good because I'm a little bit fluffy around the midsection. Maybe I'm gonna finally start seeing my abs if I start doing these a little bit more often. The trail here is a lot more clear cut. It's a nice area of the woods now. Just very aesthetic. This looks really strange. A very strange looking tree. Looks like it's a demon infested. Let's see how far we have left to go. Oh shit. I mean, I am nearing the end of the trail quite rapidly. I just gotta keep up this pace, and I might get there before I run out of daylight. The only thing is that, again, the trail is very vague. Can't really see it. Very easy to wander off on one side or the other. That's disgusting. Look how cold it is. It is freezing. Shall I climb underneath? Oh, fuck. This is why you need to be flexible. You never know when you're gonna have to squat underneath a fallen tree trunk. Again, I think I'm off the trail. How small the stream is, I'm just worried that, I mean, it's not deceiving, it is a small stream, but I kind of feel like there could be a lot of mud around. So I was hesitant. Just head on and jump over it. It looks like someone who's been making this trail has been quite indecisive in this area. Overall, if I had to rate this trail, I would rate it a solid 8, just because you have a luxury of having a massive woodlands area right by London, so you have access to vast amounts of nature right on your doorstep. Literally jump on overground from Liverpool Street Station, go all the way to Chingford, and just get on the trail. And the app I'm using is called All Trails. There's a massive collection of different type of hiking routes and trekking routes across all over the world. Don't know who's making them. I guess you can make one if you want to. Again, this trail is, I guess this is why it would be good to learn to use like actual physical maps and compass. So that's going to be on kind of my table to research and learn about over the coming weeks and days. Oh, I'm actually and we are back in mud. No idea how to pass this, but I can already see Chingford town. Chingford really sounds like early 2000s hip hop band slash group. I don't know how to like get over this because like this is so nasty. Kind of stuck now. I want to get over there. It's just whoa. This is the current situation. Whoa. I hope it's not going to be too long of a detour, but I am not testing the waterproofness of my shoes to that extent yet, because if they're not waterproof, I'm going to be completely soaked all the way until I get home. And as I'm now walking my last few hundred meters of this hike, what do I think about it? I think it's really great to have access to that kind of outdoors and nature. I'm literally jumping over massive pools of water and mud. Definitely choose the right shoes, and if it's getting cold in the winter, you need a nice weatherproof jacket and maybe another layer that you could take off and on while you are in action. So this is my shoe situation right now. It doesn't feel wet yet, which is good. I hope it stays like that. Yeah, so I think it's amazing that we have something like this right on our doorstep, basically. It's quite epic. I wish you could see those clouds over there. Okay, anyway, so I'm just gonna do my outro now. My name is Norris. Thank you for watching this video. It's nothing really that amazing, I know, but it's my first one. Yeah, I mean, next time probably gonna be doing something similar in a different place. Maybe gonna do some city touring on my bike, who knows. Need to get more GoPro mounts. But yeah, next hike, if you have any suggestions about destinations or locations I should check out, somewhere around London, not too far, because I'm quite poor at the moment and I don't want to go like a crazy epic hike with just one GoPro and a phone. That would be a waste of the hike. I mean, obviously the experience would be great and I would never forget it, but the point of this channel is to actually like record these things. So yeah, I'm kind of building up my skill of hiking, getting the equipment, learning to use the equipment before I actually do anything more serious. One thing I learned straight away, it's good to have a map of the location you're going for. Obviously I wouldn't have got lost, just rolled my ankle, but not in the damage, but didn't damage it. Yeah, and also you probably need like good footwear that stabilizes your ankles, because when you're fatigued like I am now, and imagine if you're doing a longer distance, like it's so easy to roll your ankles and just be stuck somewhere in the middle in the wilderness where animals just gonna devour you after you die from hypothermia, dehydration, and all that other good stuff. Well, yeah, have a good day, evening, morning, whatever you're having now. If you enjoyed the video, just leave a like, maybe subscribe. What else? That's it. Thank you. Bye bye.